Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Frank Miller's adaptation for Netflix, Cursed. And this show takes a interesting twist on Arthurian legends, switches out some races, focuses on a young female lead who's a magician, played by Catherine Langford, playing Nemu, and there is so much going on in this show. Like Game of Thrones level characters in this show. And I never felt that connected to most of them, so I probably can't remember most of them. And this show has some things going for it. Catherine Langford is a really good lead, and she does a great job, and she's a cool character. She has all these cool intense magical abilities because she messes some people up. And that's one other thing is like there's plenty of gore and special effects in this show that are gonna like unnerve you, and just the stuff that she can do by like destroying people with roots of trees and just putting them all through everywhere, and I was shocked the first time that I saw her do something like that. I'm like, wow, this show's gonna go there. And it's beautiful. The cinematography in this show is breathtaking. Every shot is gorgeous, and they do a fantastic job with that. Gustav Skarsgård, who plays Merlin in this show, is fantastic. He starts out as like a drunkard and builds into, you finally get some payoff towards the end of this season with him doing some magic, and just, it's really cool. The magical aspects of this show are really cool. And trying to balance everything, it's tough. And it really shows. And whether, like, are the main villains these group of priests in their red robes led by Peter Mullen, who's intimidating as always, channeling that Ozark intensity? Or is it Uther, or his mother, or all these other people that are antagonists, and you throw in Vikings, and you throw in these other people, this creepy looking other king that Merlin goes to earlier in the season, and everybody has their connections. Is it Morgana, and her dealing with being possessed with these dark spirits? Is it dark spirits? That's the villain? And it's just like, oh my god, I can't keep track of all of this. They try too much. And it kind of drowns all of those positives to be the point where it's like, in the end, I'm like, I watched it, I got some enjoyment out of certain things, that when it gets very much centered on the action, show really works. But it's just too many moving parts. And I feel like if they could streamline it a little bit, because like even with Game of Thrones, even in the earlier seasons, there's plot threads that I did not care about. Like, God, Arya and the whole entire 2 seasons that she was in that one city that I can't even remember right now, but like, why am I wasting time watching this when I'm like, I want to go back to these characters? You get that feeling a decent amount in this show. But in general, I think Cursed is a cool, interesting new tread on the Arthurian legends, and I think it's worth it, especially if you're really into fantasy. I think you'll get something out of this. But those are my thoughts on the first season of Cursed from Netflix. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.